In the heart of the Sundarbans, Nishi, a young tiger cub, felt safe as long as her mother was nearby. She loved playing in the quiet moments, hearing her mother's soft growl and feeling the warmth of her presence. But one day, while chasing a butterfly, she ventured too far. Lost in the excitement, Nishi didn't notice how far she'd wandered. When she stopped and looked around, there was no sound of her mother. The world suddenly felt empty, and a strange feeling of loneliness filled her heart. Nishi's heart raced. The familiar sights and sounds were gone. Towering trees surrounded her and silence pressed in. Where was her mother? Her clan? Fear gripped her tiny chest. The jungle seemed both a friend and a foe. Nishi padded softly through the jungle, unsure of her way. The air smelled of rain and moss. Then she met a wise old owl perched on a branch. "Follow the rhythm of the earth and you will find your way," it said, its voice calm and reassuring. Nishi wasn't sure what the owl meant, but its calmness soothed her. She pressed on, listening closely. The jungle began to speak to her. Distant frogs croaked, birds fluttered, leaves rustled, each sound guiding her. As dusk fell, Nishi's paws ached. Her fur was damp, and the jungle seemed darker and more daunting. Nishi padded softly through the jungle, unsure of her way. The air smelled of rain and moss. Her stomach growled, reminding her that she hadn't eaten since the morning. With no sign of her mother, she knew she would need to find food on her own. She sniffed the air, hoping to catch the scent of prey, but all she could smell was the damp earth and the faint trace of leaves. She padded through the underbrush, but the jungle seemed unwelcoming. The rustle of leaves was just wind, the shadows too quiet. Nishi was truly alone. Then she heard it, a familiar sound. Her mother's low, comforting growl, followed by the rustle of leaves. Nishi's heart leapt. She ran toward the sound, her legs carrying her faster than she thought possible. Through the trees, she saw her mother, a strong figure emerging from the shadows. Nishi cried out in joy and ran into her embrace. Nishi had found her way home. The jungle, once so vast and intimidating, had guided her. She had learned that by trusting her heart and listening to the rhythms of nature, she could always find her way back. As she curled up next to her mother under the starry sky, Nishi knew no matter where she wandered, the jungle would always lead her home. Next time on Cozy. In the heart of the Himalayas, one tiny red panda is fighting to survive. As his world fades away, will anyone hear his call for help? Join Kieran's journey, hope, courage, and a battle for survival. Subscribe now and witness the story unfold.